Okay, here we are today with the Rapid Madness from Mattel's BOOMco line. First things first, let's go over all the stuff you get with this blaster. Of course, you get the blaster itself, get a 20 dart clip, and 30 of the BOOMco Smart Stick darts, so I've got 20 in there already, an additional 10. Give you this rather large BOOMco Smart Stick target, which of course you need because Smart Stick darts don't stick to anything that is not the target, but then they do stick rather well to the, stick rather well to the Smart Stick surface. Wow, I'm just going to leave that there for now, actually. But anyway, so that's how well a fresh out of the package Smart Stick dart works. But shift and focus back over to the blaster. Got the main blaster itself, and also, of course, because it's BOOMco, it's got a pop-up shield accessory. This is removable. Let me pop that off. Now, this one, if you watched the overview video I did for the Stealth Ambush, I was complaining a lot about the really poor quality of the shield accessory on that one. And this is the same basic design where it attaches on the rail and then you press the button and it flips out. But this one they actually did properly. You can see it's a really solid mechanism right here where the shield bits actually lock into the rest of the mechanism. So they're not going, I mean, you can whack on that all day. They're not going anywhere until you press the button, which is really good because for whatever reason on the Stealth Ambush, and I think it's the same for the one that comes with the Twisted Spinner, that one, it's just they kind of rest on it and any little bump makes them flip up. So good on Mattel for at least designing it well once. Now they should have included this one with all the other blasters. But anyway, so you do have a tack rail on the front there where it attaches. You also have bits of tack rail down here for whatever reason, but yeah, that does actually work as tack rail. And then on the top of the blaster as well. And also this blaster does have some sort of like sling point there and on the back there. Bigger blaster, so I guess they figured want to give people a way of hanging on to it. Anyway, how it functions, it is a air pressure fully automatic blaster. So what you got to do is this is a pump and you got to just pump it up. The instructions say 18 times. And 18, I've noticed going past 18 does, we'll see if you can hear it on my mic when it kicks in, but after 18 is generally when the overpressure kicks in. Come on. Yep, there we go. So you can hear the overpressure kicking in. And now you take your 20 dart clip and you load it in until the arrow right there lines, here let me hold it like that so you can see, until the arrow lines up right there. This one, unlike the Stealth Ambush, if you slammed it in at this point it would just go right through the blaster. So you have to be very careful when lining it up that you don't go too far or you will have already lost some potential shots, but then okay, we are still ready to go. And then you just pull the trigger for full auto fire. And there we go. Did it actually? Okay, this time. And there you go. That's the, now what they recommend you do is you remove the clip and then coming around to this side of the blaster. It's kind of hard to see because it's right in the shell, but this is a release button where, I don't know if you could hear that, but when I pressed it, it released the rest of the air pressure in the blaster, which is good for storing it, so you have a way to release that, because you don't want to release the store the blaster with air in it, because that isn't good for the blaster. So nice that they put that on there so you can release that without firing it. But there you go. And one other thing that they made specific mention of, which is interesting because I don't think I've seen that set up, but I'm just going to load a couple darts in here to demonstrate. This blaster actually, one of the bits in here is designed to tell if there's a dart present. And this blaster will not fire, will not continue firing if there are missing darts, as to not waste air pressure. So I'm going to load it up here. And as you can see, I've skipped a couple. So pump it up real quick. And that should probably be enough for this demonstration. But so load this back in. Okay, we are loaded in. And okay. So there you go. I was all set to demonstrate, and it did do it before. So I don't know why it didn't this time, but hey, you should know that it won't always do that. It just kept firing. But theoretically, what's supposed to happen is when it detects that there isn't a dart present, it'll stop advancing. And then what you do is you press the release, and it will go to the next place there's a dart, and then you just continue firing as you would normally. But hey, as has been the case with all the BOOMco blasters, some of the things don't quite work the way intended. But there you go. That is, as you can see, it does shoot quite rapidly, as is the name. But that is the BOOMco Rapid Madness. Now, if you're saying to yourself, okay, well, it fires fast, but how far does it shoot? On the box, it says it can do 50 feet, and I'm sure that's angled, but make sure to head on over and check out the range test video for this on my channel, where we take it out into the real world and see just what this thing can do. Alrighty, well, as always, thanks for watching.